Hello viewers, Vaishali Joshi from ABIS Filing is back again with an informative video, that is the commencement of business certificate commonly known as Form INC 20A filing. You must have heard from any of my conversations if you are our existing client, I could say, or if you could be a new client to us. We usually say that post company registration there are many mandatory compliances which falls into the bucket once the company gets incorporated. So today the topic is all about, as I said, INC 20A filing, which is mandatory for every private limited company or a one-person company, Section 8 company, NIDI company, public companies, etc. Now these companies required to file Form INC 20A, which is commencement of business certificate, within a period of 180 days from the date of incorporation. So as I cleared, who need to file the same are private company, Section 8 company, public company, NIDI company, etc. So the word already company, it is written in the law as companies. So these INC 20A needs to be filed within 180 days from date of incorporation. Now what we need to do is to clear out whom this is applicable, which needs to be taken up first into mind. The companies which are registered on, or I could say after 2nd November 2018. So let's take example, your company is registered or incorporated post this date, then it is mandatory that the company files INC 20A within 180 days from the date of incorporation. The companies which are registered prior to 2nd November 2018 need not file INC 20A, as the Ministry of Corporate Affairs in the amendment during the year, I could say, of 2018, got the amendment or reintroduced the INC 20A filing, commonly known as business commencement of business certificate. So coming to the next thing, what will be required to file INC 20A? So the companies need to provide only one document, that is statement of bank account. Now the companies need to file the INC 20A with a supporting document called bank statement of company. You had registered your company already with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, but how would you let the viewers or the general public know that the business has already been commenced? So this is the proof for the same, which needs to be filed within 180 days, I again repeat, or before that, to make yourself or stay compliant. Here also I would take a small example. Let's say that you had registered a company with 1 lakh authorized capital and a paid up capital also of rupees 1 lakh. Now there are two directors. We are talking about currently of private limited companies, which minimum requirement is of 2 directors, and the 2 directors have subscribed 50,000 each as their subscription amount or shares to cover up the capital of 1 lakh. Now these subscribed amount needs to be deposited into company's current account. Current account of company needs to be deposited with 50,000 of Mr. A and 50,000 of Mr. B. Now this receipt or the bank statement needs to be shared with your compliant person, or who is taking care of the compliances of your private limited company or NIDI company or Section 8 company. You just need to provide your bank statement with the subscription amount deposited in it, and the rest filing will be taken care by your compliance manager. You could also connect ABIS filing to get your INC 20A filed on timely basis. We already have different packages wherein we have already included INC 20A when you get registered our company through us. So you could opt our most popular package here also while registering any of the company form of business, so that you could take care of your INC 20A filing. So next we could cover up, or you might have a question, what if I fail to file my INC 20A? So any non-compliance will definitely have late fees or penalties. Same goes with INC 20A filing as well. And before moving on to the late fees or penalties, let me tell you what is the disadvantage of non-filing of INC-20A. You will not be allowed to borrow any money or any funds from outside source or from even relatives or friends if the INC-20A is not filed. So this is one of the disadvantage of non-filing of INC-20A. And talking about the late fees, it is levied in times. Delay in number of days. Let's take example that you have a capital of rupees 1 lakh currently, authorized capital, for which the government fees would be X. Now, when you do the late filing, that is post 180 days completion, there will be 2 times of this X amount to be added as your late fees. So this goes on in the number of delays. We are talking about 30 days delays, there would be twice. 30 days to 60 days, there would be again 4 times, and it goes on. So you need to be compliant by filing INC-20A within 180 days, and I feel that 180 days is sufficient time period to show that your company is already a compliant company. As this is a public document once filed, so the viewers could also or the other investors could also know that the company has already commenced its business. So talking about the late fee, we are clear upon the point. Who needs to file, we are clear upon the point. The timeline is also being shared. So I hope that all those who had already incorporated the private limited company or who are on the verge to open up a private limited company or Section 8 company or Nidhi company or a public company will ensure that INC-20A gets filed within 180 days from the date of incorporation. Stay active, stay compliant, keep filing INC-20A within 180 days, get in touch with IBIS filing to ensure that the form gets filed within the due dates. Thank you.